Basically paid an exposure with extra steps. All right. Right. This is about Dickie Bush, and I don't really feel bad about exposing Dickie Bush because of what he writes here. Working for free when you don't have skills is asking the employer to pay you. Working for free when you're extremely skilled is the quickest way to get an employer to pay you. Too many people hate the idea of free work. Every person on my team at the moment started by offering to do something for free. And each of them did an A+ job and showed elite skill, which made hiring them an absolute no-brainer. Don't think you're too good for free work. Thanks, Dickie. That's so good. It's terrible. Free work is, I mean, it's exploitative. So, what Dickie is saying is that please join my company where I exploit people for their labor. Please work for me for free so that way I can exploit you. Yes, all these people that are currently on my team did something for free, but let's not talk about the hundreds and hundreds of other people that I exploited and got free labor from because I don't know how to properly run a business model. I help beginner writers start writing along. So basically, he has people do what I'm guessing is happening is people write, and then he has people edit and proofread and give advice. And as an example, as an quote unquote example, to see if they're qualified to help as beginner writers. All right. And then he just uses it anyways, and then decides later whether or not he wants to. So, as part of your interview, you're actually already doing output for the company, or as part of your probationary period with Dickie Bush's company. And that is because Dickie Bush does not make enough money with his business model to actually pay his employees. So, he'll just get people to give free writing tips, and then he'll decide whether or not to hire them. And he'll probably string out that process as long as possible so that way he can get as many free edits for his little website as he possibly can. So shout out to Dickie Bush. Um, yeah, I mean, for my business that makes negative $25 a month, because that's how much it costs to keep my website alive, and I don't make that much money. I don't have people that I mean, I have people that are guests on my podcast, but that's the transactional relationship, right? They're usually on to promote something else. Now, otherwise they're my friend and they're doing me a favor, and then I thank them profusely. But what I don't do is I don't go out and have somebody edit my videos for free for exposure, or edit my podcast for exposure, because that is like the core of what I do is generate a video and generate a podcast. And the core of what he does is probably um giving writing tips. So what the core of he does is that he gets people to also give those writing tips and edit papers probably, or writing samples for free. Does not pay them, and then charges the client money for it. And that is terrible. So let's go to the comment section. If you can't afford to pay people for work, you shouldn't be in business. My time is given for free to charity only. I decided to update his profile picture. This is a risk. This is a risk. I don't know what this video is going to be. You know what? I'm not going to look at that picture. That's a risk. Wow, these nerds on the internet sure love my content. I must be doing something right. Yeah, I actually am definitely too good for free work. What's that? Um, Reading this and his other LinkedIn posts, nobody pays him to help them with writing online because he's nowhere as good at it as he believes. Oh, that sucks. Dickie Bush, is that real? I worked for his buddy, Michael Hunt. That's weird. I work with Mike's friend, Huge Jazz. All right. So maybe this is satire. Um, I don't know. But anyways, if you can't afford to pay your people, your employees, then maybe your business model sucks. Thank you so much for watching this segment of the Engineering Success Podcast. If you liked it, make sure to check out the other videos down below that are recommended to you. And if you really like the podcast, make sure to subscribe right down there in the middle. Really appreciate it. It's free to you and helps us a lot out. And last but not least, the best way to help the show grow is to comment down below. So leave your comment if you have any thoughts about this segment.
Chasing payments, still playing in the basement while I'm working on arrangements. They heard the kid in 50 countries, thank God that's amazing. But I'd rather thank Spotify, they put me on the station.